Yes, I also today's agenda is to review how I am choosing the mutual fund, what are the parameters or the things that I look while choosing the mutual fund, and we are starting with HSBC small cap. So I did recommend this fund to most of my friends, and with that, let's get started. So small cap, as you know, the small cap fund by definition, it has to invest 65% of the uh, AUM into small cap companies, right? So if you go on HSBC small cap website, you will find the deck where it is explained what this fund is and why the fund manager or the AUM think this is the best small cap fund and why you shall invest into it, right? So we will cover it in some other topic, but today's agenda is that how I am reviewing any fund, right? So one of the first thing is that I look for the fund manager. So Venugopal Magat, HSV has 29 years of experience. Prior becoming in CIO Equities SSBC, he was head L&T Investment Management. Looks good, reliable, right? Similarly, Vihag Naik, co-founder manager. Vihag Naik has fund manager overall 16 years of equity research. Prior to this, he was associated for L&D Investment Equity Fund Manager. His previous assessment include a research analyst, MF Global CP Securities, Motilal Oswal Securities. So looks good. Both of these looks good, right? Even if you do not have confidence, you can search and understand what are the funds they are managing, right? That is also possible. You can look at their interviews also, what the market they are looking into, right? So because eventually your money will be primarily the decisions maker are these people. So I look up to the fund manager, what is their thought process, how they look at the market. I usually look for that. So this is the first thing. Then second, as you know, generally people go on the mutual fund websites Value Research or Grow, and they look for the returns, 3 years returns, 5 year returns. Wow, too very nice, right? And they can get started. So this is one of the way you can just gauge, and they Value Research generally have their own ranking, right? And there will be little bit comparison between the funds. I think here there will be a comparison of the funds, how the funds looks like. You can see that HSBC small cap, Nippon India small cap, HDFC small cap, and Axis small cap they have compared. This is net asset overall AUM in CR. Right? This is like Nippon small cap has the highest uh, investment. And then you could see that investment, the fund age, and this is generally common exit load expense ratio are little bit here there, but that's okay, right? And what I wanted to say, this is as it is the small cap, you shall look for 3 years, 5 years, 7 year like this, right? This is a CAGR. This is not actually the returns that we will discuss. Okay, this is what we look. Then you are getting me right. Generally, yeah, I prefer this, but I do. It is not a reference. Then this is just a high level comparison. Then we go for the grow, and I look for this value, how alpha, beta, sharp Sortino ratio are looking. Is it really worth making and bet on this, right? So this parameter also I look for uh, how the fund is performing with respect to evaluation of alpha beta sharp ratios. Okay, and then I come to so these returns are generally CAGR, annualized return, and we do not recommend people to go for annualized return, right? One of the reason is that if you know, like let me check if I have a drawing tool. Yes, uh, you check like this, market keeps on going like this, right? Now one person invested here could see returns of like 50%. 1% invested here can see returns at 20%. 1% here can see returns at 40%. 1% invested here can say 10%. So everybody has a different experience about this fund. Everybody has a different. Now, even you can see here, someone invested here before prior to this, but he has only 10% return. Whereas it is getting more percent, like almost 40%, 50%. Someone invested here prior to this 2%, he has only 2% return, right? And someone who has invested before these people there, he's seeing only 10% return. So these things happen. So point to point return, like this point to this point, this point to this point, are not actually giving the real consistent return, right? These are not giving real consistent return. So what we do generally is that mm, is we select like this is a 3 month, then every 3 month, what are the returns? 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 So this become our number of samples, right? Generally, we take number of samples like 1,000 or more based on. So if it is fund is like 5 years, if we take like a monthly sample or daily sample or quarterly sample like that, and then we could understand the returns. Average of these returns becomes a rolling return. Got it? So this is how rolling returns give you realistic view. It's not point to point return, it is average return over a selected period of time, right? Thanks. So we go for the rolling return. There are various websites that will give you rolling return, and one of this is NJ's website that I am using. So in here, if you come to NJ web calculator, you have to choose equity rolling return. Then you can choose small cap. Let me see, right? And then you can have HSBC, small cap growth. See now periods for rolling returns for 5 years. Okay, and then submit. So what it is showing, let's see. HSBC drawdown, maximum drawdown is 50%. Point to point returns is 19%. Number of observation 1826. Median is 20%. Maximum 39, minimum 9%. So this is like number of observation we have taken from starting from 2016 till 5 years. Even we can increase it to latest. Okay, this is close to what if someone has invested in 2020, what is the rolling return? So here you also you can see point to point is 19, but overall median is 28.4%. Minimum is 17.3%. That is what it could see. So this gives a detailed view. Okay, this gives a detailed view. How the so you can expect your returns somewhere here. Okay, somewhere here. That is how it is. So you can choose different periods and see like how it has performed. Yes, when you can go for 1 year and see. So for 1 year also we have increased the number of observations, right? So this is the realistic view. You have to check the median, like how it is performed for 1 year, different per time frame. This is the minimum, maximum returns within a year, and this will give more realistic view that what is the uh, returns that you can expect if it is a within a year. This is a daily. This is from 2020. So for 1 year, even we can go over 2025 and see. So you can see within a year, last year it has given 5% as point to point, whereas median is 9.6%. You are getting me. So that way you can see like how the, if we go forward again, 2020 number of oh, sorry, yes. So number of observations are 110, number of days, and point to point is 16, but median is 26. So overall, it has given a very good return. So that way you can consider that it has a good return and consistent performance, whereas drawdown is also seen as 27%. Right, so this is one of the most important factor that we look. Again, if you go to the HSBC website, then you will have the documentation like this. And in this documentation, you will understand what are the funds that this company is holding. Right, the funds. This is a disclaimer, not disclaimer. This is the document, scheme document that every month the AUM has to update. So every month you will get, if you subscribe to this fund, every month you will get these details and you can review these detail, right? So quickly we'll see like top five, at least top 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 companies, and we'll see like what is our view about that. So the starting with the first one, M-Tar Technologies. Usually I go for trading view to check the trend. Wow, awesome. It has become a multi-bagger kind of starting from uh, 800 rupees. The share has gone up to 7,000, right? So this looks okay from this. If you want to go and study the fundamental analysis, these are available here, but I'm not gonna go into details now. But from my point of view, this is pass. Now, if you see that next is PNB Housing. Yeah, it is consolidated. It is steadily moving, right? PNB Housing. It is in up direction, but steadily moving, and earning other details are here. So overall, it looks to be okay. It is not yet started to up or breakout, but overall, this looks to be and good fund, and, good to go. So from my point of view, it is a pass. Then we have GA. Good, right? It is a consistent up direction from nothing. It has reached to 4,500 and it is now consolidating. It is now consolidating. So that way, the future of the company looks good. Good to hold. This is a consolidation. So this is also us. Then Reserve Bank. Here you can see here is also up direction continuously growing. We can see the fundamentals here and also more fundamentals are available. So overall, this also looks good for us. Then Apar Industries. Wow, going great, right? It is a breakout over here. And then it is in an up direction. It looks good. So here also you can see like how the fundamentals are looking into, right? And there are more details as well. Okay, so more of this is okay, okay, but I will consider as it was. Last three, BSC. This Federal Bank. Federal Bank. Federal Bank. Up direction maintained, so looks okay. Sai Life Sciences. It is holding, but this also looks potential. So you tell me this is TBD, need analysis. You tell me how is your take on this. Radico Khaitan, good to go. Stay invested. And lastly, time. Need analysis because I doubt on this. Okay. So most of the time, top 10 has a portfolio of, you can see almost 20 to 30% portfolio is holding by first 10 or 15 companies. So if you could understand the basics behind these companies, you can get a thought process of the fund manager, how they are looking and how they are analyzing the funds, right? So overall, it is a pass for me. If you want to invest and how other parameters I look into or we look into, you can always reach out to us and we can explain in detail. Thank you for watching. If you have any further questions or if you want to analyze any other fund, please reach out. Thank you or add it into below comment. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good day.